Hi everyone, once again and welcome. Airlines, big business, they want to get back in the sky. How they tackling the situation with the virus, how they be able to provide a safe environment to carry people once again around the world. Let's have a look at that. From my outpost in Dipolog, still in quarantine, going home in about 3-4 days. The subject today is airlines. With everything's happening at the moment around the world, airlines are really doing very tough. So what are they doing to be able to tackle this situation? And what are the chances of them going back to normal as much as possible? Because obviously they want to get back in the sky. Okay, until today, we haven't really found a cure that has been commercialized around the world, or vaccine, or anything like that. There's rumors, there's noise, there's news about, for instance, Israel has found an antibody and will be ready in September, and Brisbane is pretty close to find a vaccine, and the list goes on and on and on. However, saying that, up to now, there's nothing that's going to convince Mr. Duterte to open up the borders. So we just pray and hope this is going to happen soon. In the meantime, I'm receiving emails, and probably you guys as well, from AirAsia, from one from Cebu Pacific, Philippine Airline, all the company I've been flying with. They start obviously contacting everyone around and getting ready to be back in business. I'm going to give you a link on AirAsia and how they intend to make your travel safer, free of virus, and that's probably the big question mark, I guess. Another airline is Philippines Airline, so send me an email. Another one that I flew with them, but I didn't get anything from them yet, but I heard that what they do is they do an antibody test before you board the plane. So they take a small blood sample and they study it and find out whether you have the sufficient protection to travel. It's not that whether you have the virus or not, but the fact that whether you can be protected, self-protected if you like, if you get the virus. There's many ways of looking at, but remember in my previous video I was talking about a fast test, which I meant rapid test, and this is already exists. It doesn't tell you if you have COVID-19 or not. It does tell you that there is a warning that yes, you may have it, but still need a further test in the lab to confirm whether you got the virus or not. But however, this is a good system to perhaps say, sorry sir, there is that on your health, we can't take you on board. So that's something that maybe the airlines will be able to use in short term perhaps, and I hope really. Now, which airlines would probably come into the Philippines at first? Maybe we can look into Philippine Airline, China Airline, and Eva Airlines from Taipei to Cebu. And I say Cebu because Manila is in pretty bad state at the moment. They're really struggling, although things appear to get a little bit better, but Cebu is a much better position, I think, to take on passenger. And if that's the case, then there will be also a domestic airline working on and moving people from city to city. However, before the Philippines government decided to, yes, let's get the tourists in, they need to find obviously a better way than quarantine. Quarantine is not going to happen, guys, for tourism. It's just too much. Manila Airport has stopped all the flight by order of the government because they couldn't cope with the overseas worker returning to the Philippines. There were just too many of those. Quarantine capacity where chock-a-block they couldn't accept anymore, so they stopped the fly in and out of the Philippines because of that. So quarantine is not going to be a solution for you guys. I don't think so. As I say again, a cure, a treatment, and most specifically, I still believe on that rapid test. The Philippine overseas worker will be the first one to be brought back to the Philippines. And this is something that we need to keep an eye on, because it all depends on how things are going to go with them. It's going to pretty much set up the way things going to be done with at least tourism. But I think tourism will come last. I think it will be the overseas worker to be brought back to the country and go back home. And then after that, it will be expat and their wives and things like that, and family members, and people who reside here, who have a residence in the Philippines. And then last, if everything goes well, tourism will be open then. That's the way probably I see it, and that will be probably a sensitive way of doing it. Okay, with all the testing they're going to do, or checking before you board the plane, airline are talking about how safe it is inside the plane with the filtering system, and the way that we are going to act, such as we have to carry a mask at all time, except for eating and drinking, of course. They may sit us one seat apart. We will have to bring our own hand sanitizer. It's going to be we're going to be probably walking to a mat, disinfectant mats, like happening in a lot of shops around the world. All those precautions will be utilized, and also the plants will be disinfected every night. And apparently the filtration system will be strong enough to kill any virus. Now the question is, do you believe it? Personally, I've been traveling from Sydney to Singapore in the middle of all that. I've been traveling from Singapore to Cebu in the middle of all that. And I was feeling a little bit safe. I guess being a mechanical engineer, I understand how a filtering system worked, and how things and how they can kill germs and virus. It should be pretty efficient. However, we don't know enough with this virus. Okay, that's the only question mark. So hopefully they're right. Okay, I hope this has been helpful to you guys. Any comment, please feel free to tell us what you think, or anything you know that hasn't been covered. Please let us know, and let everybody share your knowledge. That would be great. In the meantime, just stay safe. Take care. God bless.